Hey y'all, it's Allie and Oso, and we're here today to give you another pro training tip to help take your training to the next level. Today, we're going to be talking about how to change a cue. This is what you would use if you're moving from a hand signal to a verbal cue, or if you want to change one verbal cue to another, or really one cue to any other cue. There are a lot of things that you can use as cues. To do this, we are going to demonstrate with Oso's place cue, which he has to this towel, and it's currently on a go verbal cue, and we are going to change that over to a doorbell cue. This can be really helpful in daily life to teach your dog to go to their place when the doorbell rings so that you can safely and easily open the door and answer it. Whenever you're changing a cue, it's always new cue, then old cue, behavior, mark, treat. So we're going to do doorbell, then go. He's going to go to his mat, mark, and treat that. So let's demonstrate. First, we have to get him off. I'm either going to use a touch cue for that or just toss a treat off of his mat. And I know, we're ready. And his criteria for this is that his butt just has to be touching the mat. Usually we practice with something that's too small for his body, so his criteria is pretty lax for this. And to make my life easier, I'm just going to use a YouTube sound effect video as our doorbell. So we're going to ring doorbell. Go. On the very corner of it there. Go. So that's 2 out of 2 successful rounds. Go. And I'm clicking and treating when that belly touches the ground. Go. 4 out of 4 successes. And we'll do one more. We're using push, drop, stick rules. If you don't know what that is, check out our push, drop, stick video. Good boy. And he was a step ahead of me in that he heard that doorbell, and before I could even say the go cue, he was already there. So we are ready to go on to our next step of testing that cue. So if you get at least 4 out of 5, hold on, step ahead. If we get at least 4 out of 5 successful rounds with that, again, we're using push, drop, stick rules for that, then go ahead and test your cue. Give the new cue, don't give the old cue, wait for about 10 seconds and see if your dog can do it. Give them a moment, don't repeat the cue. It's going to take just a few seconds for them to really think through this and figure out what you're asking for. The nice thing about practicing all at once like this is you get some behavioral momentum going. And so the dog says, okay, this is what we've been doing for the last couple minutes. This is hopefully what we are continuing to do. So we're going to go ahead and test the doorbell cue. I'm pretty sure it's going to work since it worked the last time that we did it. So I gave the doorbell cue. He acknowledged it. His little ears went forward. We're thinking about it. We found a crumb. Still thinking about it. And we've lost him. That's okay. So if your dog does not respond, well, good job. In a timely fashion, which I'm using 10-ish seconds as my timely fashion. I'm actually going to try that one more time for him because he got a little bit distracted. I want to see without that distraction if he'll be able to do it. Good job, buddy.
Good boy. Yeah, that was good.
And there you have it. That's how to change a cue. What we would do now is I would practice more with just doorbell to place cue. And of course, once we have that down, 4 out of 5 times that we're successful, I would then start proofing that. And again, if you need to know how to proof, check out our proofing videos. A few notes for you when you're changing a cue. If you test your new cue and it doesn't work, your dog doesn't respond in that 10-second time frame, that is okay. Just pair the new cue and the old cue a few more times. If you're using push drop stick rules, then 5 more times. Test it again if they get at least 4 out of 5 trials successfully. And if that works, go for it. You can continue. If not, then pair again until your dog is successful with just the new cue. The second note on this is the order of events is pretty important. You always want to make sure that you're doing the new cue, then the old cue. If you do them together, it muddies the waters and it is harder for your dog to learn that way. If you do old, then new, then it makes it extra hard for your dog to learn. So we always want to do new cue, then old cue, behavior mark treat. This has been Allie and Oso. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next time.